I'm here with Enrique. Enrique is the reason this whole thing came together. Enrique brought us all here. He has this great idea. He's really trying to make a difference and make things better. And I've cornered him and I'm asking him, why does HR need to be hacked?
The way I see it is like an athlete. You know, you have a strong athlete that needs training, that needs a good coach to unleash their full potential.
Exactly.
That's the way I see HR. I see HR as doing a good job, a reasonable good job, but there's so much more potential to deliver, and we need to do things a little bit different. You know, we need to be hacked or transformed or changed from the core to deliver our full potential as HR.
Because technology is going to transform the world of work, and certainly HR along with it. And this is not going to happen sometime in the far future. It's happening now, and it will happen before we know it. And it is our unique role, I think, as HR practitioners to be at the forefront of this change. Not only for our own function, but more importantly, for your business.
How many of you heard the news this week that Google Assist had a full conversation and was able to order pizza, and then also was able to do restaurant reservations sounding just like a human being. So it's absolutely amazing the advancements that have been made. Received personalized learning suggestions. That's one of the most wonderful things I love about cognitive, is having a system that tells me, hey, you seem to be interested in this, or this will help advance your career. Here's the next 3 courses that you should take.
And if you don't comply, the fines can be, the minimum fines are the greater of 20 million euros, which is over $20 million, or 4% of the revenue of the company. So when you take a company like Walmart, which has margins of 3%, one fine like this could literally wipe out all their profits. And it could put a lot of companies, even smart companies, out of business, and that's coming to the US. So a lot of US companies are seeing that personal data is highly toxic and don't want anything to do with it.
Everything is going mobile and video. Extreme personalization. This is one of the things for which AI can be extremely helpful. If you right now are 1 click away from getting a taxi out there with Uber, you are 1 click away from booking a room in Bangladesh with Airbnb, you are 1 click away from buying whatever you want in Amazon. How is it that still in our workplaces we are this thick of a manual away from knowing what we have to do in our jobs? Right? Extreme personalization. The guy who's going to be calling Watson and saying, hey Watson, this is my first day, what do I have to do now? Who do I talk to solve this problem? I don't even know where I get my badge. So those things that used to be resolved by a person in a service center, those things are going to be resolved by technology, and we have to be aware of those things.
Get out of your office, go walk the floors, pick up the phone. We have to start thinking intentionally about what the brand is that HR has. One of the other things she said to me was, HR is seen as punitive. And in a lot of organizations, that is the perception that people have of HR, but it doesn't need to be that way. That can be changed.
Learning paths. We can create personalized learning paths to take our people to where we want them to be and truly guide them in their development. And this is not just you clicking and saying, here, take some of these classes, but it's really understanding, okay, if the AI-empowered data is telling me more information that I need to know about this person, then I'm truly going to help them with providing scalable and personalized learning paths for them, right? And then curated recommended content as well. Just like with Netflix, you're able to, it'll tell you what you should watch next, and based on your behavior and how you're interacting with it, you can do the same thing with your people at work. Being able to show them, hey, I think that you should be able to go into this role. And we haven't even created the role yet, but I'm seeing some skills, and based on the data that is showing me, right, I can understand where our company is heading, where the market is heading, and what skills you need to get there, so I can curate content to help you.
And there are a lot of them in the development space, in the technology space, that allow a company to come up with essentially an assignment. They have the employee or the candidate complete the assignment, and then the score of that determines whether or not you get called in for an interview. Gap Jumpers said that their percentage of diversity or diverse candidates went from 30 to 60% using that tool. So these tools work.
Certain measures where they fail miserably, according to, comparing to the benchmark. And one in particular is, do your employees feel safe speaking up? That is an indicator of your organizational health. And what I mean by that is if you as leaders are not creating an environment where people feel safe speaking up, feel safe making a mistake, they will self-censor, and you will not be failing forward, and you will not be able to achieve innovation, and you will fall behind. So psychological safety is huge, and establishing that culture of trust is huge. But how do you do it? You have to make sure that everybody knows that their voice is valued, and that you don't have all the answers, and it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to make a mistake, as long as we're sharing that and learning from it.